Greetings, dear Aquarius. Welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a peek at you and the person who is on your mind in a love connection. And we are timing this for whenever you see this message until the end of 2024. All right. So just keep in mind that collectively, the sign of Venus, which is the planet of love and our personal relationships and how we handle relationships and the relationships that we want to attract and that we desire, that is currently in the sign of Capricorn. So that could be valuing relationships that are committed, that have like long-term objectives, where they're very like strategic planning, right, involved in these connections, right, that go through a very traditional course of following a traditional course, right, so to speak. And so that's going to change. It's actually going to change on December 6th, and it's going to shift into your sign, the sign of Aquarius. Now this is going to do some changes in terms of how we value our relationship. So I was looking at the individual in the relationship and the roles that are played in that, and also collectively in your partnerships. What makes your partnership unique? What are the rules that you and your partner or partners adhere to, right, together in that sense? So that's kind of what Aquarius is all about, that individuality, but also connecting through humanitarian ways. So it's not necessarily about following the tradition of society, right? It's about breaking free and being unique and creative and innovative in that sense. So our love relationships could be going through a transformation during that time as well. And so we're going to just check out what that dynamic is between you and your person. And we have two different decks, and I thought that is quite beneficial to do that since there are very often like couples do mirror each other. So if we do see common or similar cards that are coming out or similar energy, it's much easier and better to detect when you're using two decks. So let's just put this, make the intention that this is for the sign of Aquarius. So if you have Aquarius and it is in your sun, your moon, or your rising, then it is my sincerest intention that this reading may resonate with you in some capacity and that you're able to receive these messages and apply them to your own life, always and only for your highest good. And I should also mention not only sun, moon, and rising, but particularly if you have a Venus that's in Aquarius, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, we are using for you the Gilded Tarot Royale to pull messages for you, and then for your person, we're using the New Era Elements Tarot. Let's go. So right now we're just looking at the current energy for you. So what is your current energy in this partnership at this particular time? Okay, let's see what energy that you're in at this particular time. Show me energy for Aquarius. Okay. So you've got the Three of Wands here, right? Which really just talks about you working as a team. It's like you're working really well in this partnership, but it's also like you've been putting in work and you are looking at what's on the horizon, what's coming up in this partnership. I feel like you're kind of locked in and engaged on seeing what kind of comes to fruition with that. I feel like right now everything looks and feels really good with the Six of Wands. This is about winning. This is a victory stance in a sense, but it's also about just recognizing like how well everything is going and how successful this partnership feels to you at this time. Or this could be relating to like how you're feeling at this time, that you're really bringing your A game to this partnership, or you just feel good about it. I do see that with this King of Pentacles. Now there could be a very like solid foundation to this, and I mean this in more resourceful level, where you could be feeling very practical, like you're ahead of your game. You could be feeling like you're an ultimate provider in some sense, and money is just looking great, your future is looking great, and you feel like very good about where you are on a tangible resource level at this time, and it's affecting your confidence in this partnership. Because if your money is right, then you're able to be more relaxed about what that future looks like. Like you could plan a little bit more and have a little bit more insight, right? And a little bit more control over where you want things to go. So that's kind of how I see you at this particular time. let's go ahead and check out your person. Right? Show me Aquarius, this person. Show me the person on Aquarius's mind. Show me the person on Aquarius's mind. I do see your person could perhaps be a little bit anxious with this Nine of Swords, right? Now that Nine of Swords is just feeling like having a bit of anxiety, maybe even a little bit of depression, where I feel like there could be some stress in their mental on their mental health right now. And I feel like maybe they're being overly with the Seven of Pentacles. Is really, to me, indicates that they could be at a point in time where they're really reassessing some things in their life, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with you. But let's say if your person has undergone a change in maybe their work, or it doesn't even have to be to work, but it's just like they could have been working very hard and they could be seeing some delays in success, or maybe some waiting, or maybe there's something that they are being very patient about. But I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, is definitely like looks at what's working and what's not in one's life. And I do think it might have something to do, whereas when you got the King of Pentacles, they have the Queen of Pentacles. So there could be perhaps some issue with how resourceful that they are at this time. And I feel like this is deeply on a domestic level about what they're able to provide to the home space. They could be like kind of looking at that and trying to assess where they are right now with their, maybe with their finances, their resources, and where everything is. But also with this Nine of Swords, this also talks about being quite vulnerable on an emotional level and also a mental level, and feeling a little bit of stress from that. So I don't know if it's a thing where they cannot ask you for help, or they feel like they're shouldering some burdens on their own, or they're not being like open about the things that they need, or in the ways that they're struggling. This could be perhaps an indication or a wake-up call to that. So let's go ahead and look into the dynamic. So the dynamic is not just the current energy, but the dynamic is like how it works, how the partnership works on a grander scale. Okay, so it's like, what is your role and what is your partner's role? So let's go ahead and pull your cards too. What's the dynamic of this partnership? Show me, Aquarius. Well, you, my friend, are showing up in very positive, great light. You've got the Ten of Cups. You're very emotionally fulfilled. You've been able to like show your person how supportive you are. This is you feeling content. You have everything that you want, and not everything, but it's like the energy that you're bringing, or how you're feeling in this connection, is just like total love and support. And it's really emboldened you, but in the best way possible. It's really showing you just like unconditional love, and what it means, like showing yourself self-love and respect and courage, being able, because it is quite a courageous act to love on an unconditional level, right? There's a lot of trust that's involved in that, and I feel like you have kind of given the partnership that part. And then with the Page of Cups, this is you're very idealistic about where this is leading to. This is also having quite a childlike wonder about this connection, and saying lots of sweet things, or doing lots of like showing acts of love, or whether it's like speaking sweet or showing acts of service, whatever your love language is. I feel that you're trying really hard to make, not even really hard, it's just coming natural to you, because you're feeling like you've been in a really good space in this partnership. So you're really being able to show that, okay, to express that to your partner. So let's check out their dynamic. right. They feel like this relationship has changed some aspects of them. Maybe they feel like they are taking on more because of this Two of Pentacles is really about trying to keep everything in balance. It's like you're having a lot of things to do. I will call this the card of multitasking. When you're multitasking, you're trying to hold up all of the responsibilities that you have, including incorporating a new one, right? Which could have been this partnership. So it's changed some things in their life. It's changed if they've been single for a long time and now suddenly they're in a partnership with you. It's an adjustment for them as well. It's one of the many options that they've chosen to kind of undertake, but I'm not sure if they were quite ready, right? With this Fool card, this is definitely a new, fresh start that they've taken here. They've taken a chance with you, very optimistically, really looking for just a new beginning and love, and they really saw this relationship as a start to something. And with that, there's something about their boundaries, I feel, with the Seven of Wands, where they have really maintained very protective boundaries. And when I'm thinking about this with the cards that are connecting, especially with their current energy, this to me could really look like not expressing, like I'm getting this big feeling of like not really expressing their concerns or their struggles that they're experiencing. Because if you're in a good state and you're feeling great about yourself and it's like things are really working in your life and you're feeling really optimistic and positive about the direction of this relationship and just how things are going on even outside of this connection, I feel like they could be trying to match that energy and things might not be exactly as they say that they are, okay? So there could be a lot of walls that are up, a lot of propagating that everything is fine, but they're not necessarily telling you about the stress, how stressful that it's been to undertake this new partnership with you and all of the changes that they've had to undergo. So those changes could have been like, maybe they feel like they fit into your life where you didn't have to change so much. But it was like when they came into your life, there were some things that changed with them that they feel it's not like an overburden, but it's caused a little bit of stress. Okay? Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and look at a likely result. So we are talking about until the end of 2024. What is a likely result of this connection for Aquarius? Oh. Okay, hold on. Didn't quite trust that. Now look at this being punished. All right. What is the likely result? So for you, definitely I feel that you step even further into your power in this connection. And with this Queen of Wands, this really indicates not only are you feeling quite confident and I don't want to say overzealous, but you're also being an inspiration. You're showing your person what it means to really just be self-assured, right? And it's almost like when I think about the Queen of Wands is also an example, right? It shines as a beacon of example of like how to be. And with this Temperance, it's like you're just trying to bring, I see you just bringing further balance into this. Now, if your person is feeling like there's a deficiency on their part, you're trying to like fill that hole or that gap somehow. By being able to be there, to be more present, to make sure that things are harmonized so that it's not just you receiving all of the good. Like you want to share some of that with them as well. And then with this Nine of Cups, I do see you really, regardless of what's happening in this partnership, I see you in a very positive outlook where it's just like wishes are coming true. There's like material abundance. things are looking well in your life, like health is good, you're feeling very happy with or without this person in your life. It doesn't really matter. It don't make no never mind to you whether they stay or whether they go. You would love for them to stay. I think you're a great positive influence on your person, and I do think that you have like the abundance or the surplus to be able to fill in some of these holes, some of these gaps, some of these deficiencies that your person is experiencing at this time. So I'm seeing you more in like in the role where you've got the cup and maybe your person needs some of their cup to be filled. So this could be a message out here for an Aquarius who's connecting with this read, who is seeing their person or having an inkling that they could be struggling in some slight way, but they aren't necessarily expressing it outwardly. Okay, so this could be kind of a message to confirm maybe some of those suspicions, so to speak. So that's what I got for you and your person. My name is Tifa. I do tarot. Please do comment, like, and subscribe for additional content. And I do offer personal readings, and I like to do a yearly forecast that I'm going to put up on my website. So if you're interested in seeing what your yearly forecast would be for the incoming 2025 year, go ahead and try to look at my very reasonable rates for my reading. So I love you, Aquarius. I wish you the best and hope you have a joyful and rest of this 2024. Bye.